Oh my God, am I live? Is it started yet? Here's the problem with lives. You press go live, and then in the corner it says live video is beginning for like 45 seconds. And then you just sit here, usually, like I just did, and you wait and you talk into the void, and you're like, is it actually happening? Is it not happening? Is anyone here? And then in the recording that is left after, those whole 45 seconds are just sitting there in silence. So I never know how to do this. Anyway, hi, my name is Suzy, and I'm a little bit nervous to be going live. But I think it'll be fine. It'll be so fine. I am luckily adept at speaking into the void, being on social media, having a podcast. I thought this was going to be like a Zoom format, but I was woefully mistaken until 59 seconds ago. So this is actually better because I have so many notes on what I'm going to talk about, so I can reference them more easily. Let's see, is anyone here? Oh my God, two people are here. Hi, guys. Oh, hi, Maureen. All right. So, we're going to be talking about curating the customer experience for a sustainable business. If you don't know me, my name is Suzy Dean. Here's my young living story. I started using essential oils in 2017, right after I graduated from college. And I was just using oils from Whole Foods, and I was just diffusing oils or putting them in my bathtub to deepen my meditation practice or do full and new moon rituals or to get deeper into my journaling practices. So while I knew that Whole Foods essential oils weren't like the best quality, I didn't really care because I was just using them for scent and, grounding scents. Sandalwood, vetiver are gonna like ground you. But I always knew what Young Living was, and I always knew that Young Living was a very valuable and high quality brand. My boyfriend at the time, who is now my husband, his family used Young Living essential oils for years when he was growing up for sickness. So I was very familiar with it. So I was introduced to essential oils in that way. And then about 3 years later, in 2020, I started buying essential oils from Young Living. I could finally afford them. I bought my first Aria starter bundle on Loyalty Rewards. And then I have never missed a month of purchasing Young Living since. But I do think it is very important to add in here my experience with MLMs because I think this might be a experience that a lot of people have, but not everybody. But if you had told me 10 years ago that I would be an MLM girl and that would be my full time job, I would have vomited in your face. So when I was teaching around this time, I remember this vividly. I got a Facebook DM from a girl that I knew in high school. Didn't even really know. Like, she was on the periphery. Like, we were two friend groups separated from each other. She reached out to me and started talking to me like it was a normal conversation and invited me to one of her MLM parties. And my first thought was, oh my God, this girl must be so desperate for money to be inviting someone that she doesn't even really know at all to one of her MLM events. So I felt sorry for her. I felt so bad. So I was like, yes, I will go to your party and support you and hype you up. I will do that for you in girl solidarity. And it was a week and a half later. It was at some hotel. I dragged my mom along so that I wouldn't have to go alone. And it was horrific. It wasn't horrific. That is a gross exaggeration. It was not dope. And that saying yes to that one event because I felt bad for her turned into continuous events that I was invited to that I felt pressured into saying yes to. It turned into me hosting a party for her because I was guilted into like her upline was like, well, the best way that you can help her is not just by coming to these events and cheering her on, but do an event for her. And so I was constantly like pushed into a corner, made to feel like I was not able to say no, ended up buying things just to shut everybody up that I didn't even want or need, until finally I said no. And I'm grateful for this experience. Like, I'm grateful for this experience for two reasons. This went on for months. She was trying to befriend me. I'm like, I thought you were desperate for money. I am grateful for this because one, it taught me how to say no and hold that. No, I'm not interested in these products. Thank you. And move on instead of continuously placating someone or pushing them off. And two, it taught me the type of MLM girl that I did not want to be and the type of experience a customer on the receiving end would want to have. And like I said before, if you had told me at this time that I would one day be an MLM girl like her, I would have told you that I'd rather stick needles in my eyeballs. But it has truly made me into the woman that I am today. So back to when I got essential oils. I purchased with Young Living. I got my starter bundle and I used them happily for 3 years. Like I would love to have me as a customer. I was like, yes, I want Young Living oils. Yes, I will buy them from you. Yes, I will do rewards. And every month I bought something new and I did my own digging and I did my own research on what these plants meant, what their spiritual properties were. I was trying everything. I was having so much fun. I didn't need any help. I didn't need any education groups. I was just like doing all the research on my own for fun. I loved it. But I never shared them on social media with my friends? No, gross. That would make me an MLM girl. I don't want to be that. So I just did this in silence until my enroller finally, after so many attempts, was like, just share something on social media about your oils. And I finally did. And I think I shared like a diffuser blend. And wouldn't you know, people were actually interested. They were like, I like that. Tell me more about it. And I was blown away. And then around this time, I also did a online class with my enroller on Zoom on thieves. And sure, most of the people that came were my in-laws that like already used thieves. But there was one person who came, and I had been texting my friends. I'm getting out of my comfort zone and like so embarrassed to ask them this. One of my friends, at the time an acquaintance, was so excited. She was like, cleaning products? She just had twins. She's like, or was pregnant, something like that. She was like, yes, I'm in. Tell me the date and time. I'll get a babysitter so I can log into your Zoom. And to this day, that girl has not gone a month without ordering and is obsessed with Niksha. And I think the combination of these two things at the beginning of my sharing journey, which was last April, was the people interested in what I was sharing on social media in terms of spirituality and oils. And that one friend, her name's Cassie, purchasing and being so excited and asking me all of the questions gave me the confidence to continue sharing. And that's where I bring you to curating the customer experience today. I think that I was lucky in that I had such a personal relationship with essential oils before I started this business with Young Living, and had such extensive time with Young Living before talking about them and selling them. And I know that I'm also very blessed because my why was very clear to me from the beginning. And everybody talks to you about how important your why is. It is. If you have not done the exercise to figure out your why and continue asking why until you get to the root of why you want to sell these products, why you love these products, why you're passionate about these products, you must, because that is what is going to set you apart. My why about these products, my why for these products is these oils kickstarted and deepened my spiritual journey. And so now I get to share essential oils from that lens, which a lot of people don't do. So I get to talk about the spiritual properties, the metaphysical properties of all of these essential oils, how to use them on your chakras, how to use them for particular full and new moon rituals, how to use them in your manifestation rituals. And it sets you apart and it keeps you going, because that's already a passion of mine. But anyway, so I'm sharing all these things on social media. I'm sharing my diffuser blends. I'm sharing what oils I'm using for a full moon, what my full moon blend is, what I'm using for shadow work. People are continuously asking me questions. And here, let me go back to my notes. People are asking me questions. So I had my first customer, I believe was Cassie, and my enroller taught me, when someone makes their first purchase, ask them what their and their family's needs are, and then make them a 3-month plan with Young Living products that they can purchase every month to start building out their cabinet of what they need, and give them a guide. And I did that for Cassie. But more and more people kept sliding into my DMs or commenting on my stuff and asking me about essential oils. And I was like, okay, all these people are coming to me, but I don't really know how to like close the deal. And I thought to myself one day, why am I waiting until they make a purchase to make them a 3-month wellness plan? Why don't I give that to them up front? And give them value beforehand, before they make the purchase, and give them more of an idea of what to start off with. And what I wrote was, why not make them a wellness plan up front, so that I'm giving them value before they make a financial commitment, and actually show them and explain to them what products would work for them best, and explain why. And this is my first piece of advice in curating the customer experience and building a sustainable business. Provide for personalized value up front. Now, this doesn't have to be the way that everyone does it. This is the way that I do it. This is the way that I teach my downline to do it. If it suits them, this is how I recommend they try it. When someone comes to me and asks for essential oils, or I'm interested, tell me more, I say, I would be happy to give you my Young Living link and you can shop around, but I would be more happy to make you a wellness plan based on your specific needs, so that instead of looking around this website and picking out things that you think might work and just slathering lavender on your body and hoping for the best, I can actually give you something more directed that you can purchase and know that your money is going somewhere where it's going to actually give you something back. And I do this by asking them their top 3 physical, mental, or emotional needs. And I create a PDF on Canva. I started this out when I had like the free Canva, so like anybody can do this. And I would, let's say my most popular requests are like focus, energy, stress. So I would highlight those. I would put their name, Cassie's List, at the top, and I would provide 2 or 3 recommendations for each category, whether that's an oil or a supplement or a cleaning product or a body product, whatever their needs are. And I would put, for example, stress away, and I would put a little blurb underneath explaining why I recommended that product, the plants that are in that product, how those plants work with their body to address their specific need, and how to use the product. So they have everything that they need up front. I send it to them in an email, a nicely worded email. I attach it at the bottom, very cute, well put together, has their name on it. In the body of the email, I put a wish list with everything that I recommended on the PDF. And if I connected with them on Instagram, I'll send them a voice message that says, "Hi Cassie, I just sent you your I've done this so many times. I just sent you your wellness plan with everything that I recommend divided by category, and I explain why I recommend everything, the plants that are in everything, how to use everything, and why they're going to work for your body." And then in the body of the email is the link to the Young Living website, where I've already pre-selected for you everything that I recommended, so you can pick and choose what you want if you want to buy anything and don't have to scavenge the website. Have so much fun. Ask me all of your questions. And then I follow up with a text that says, can you confirm that you received it? I keep it vague so that encourages them to listen to my voice message. This method does a few things. It makes you, as a brand partner of Young Living, more trustworthy because you make it clear to your customer or your prospect that you're not here for their money or for the commission that they will give you, but you're here to help them and want to make sure that their investment will actually work for them. That's why you've taken the time out of your day to make a wellness plan for them, directed at their specific needs, taken the time to explain it to them, so that when they do finally make this purchase, they know that it's going to work for them. They know that you care about them. It makes them more confident because, like I said, now they have a list of products and explanations on each product, so they know that they're not investing in some fad product. They can read exactly how each plant in a blend will work to address their needs. It also makes them feel special, and everybody loves to feel special because you didn't just give them a copy and paste list to purchase from. You made a PDF with their name, their needs that they told you. You sent them a personalized voice message. And this is perhaps the most beneficial part of this process because the secret to a sustainable and loyal business is loyal customers. And to keep loyal customers, you need to be nurturing your relationship with them. The more deeply that they understand that you care about them and their needs, the more loyal they will be and the more that they will trust you. And let me tell you, like, none of this is fake. We are not faking caring for people. I know that you care about the people that you're working with. We are just making it clear by showing them how much we care about them by these very, very small, like, customer service type things. Now, you might be asking, how do you make a wellness plan? Well, fun fact, I'm going to give you some homework. This is what I recommend everybody does. Over the last year and a half, since I started making wellness plans, every time someone came to me with a specific need, this is being recorded. So let's say someone told me that they were very, very sad. I would go through all of my education groups and I would go through my desk reference, my pocket reference. I would go through my herbal books and I would look up what oils and what plants are best for someone who is very, very sad and how to use that. And I would rely on ChatGPT and I'd be like, Chat, what Young Living oils are best for someone who's very, very sad and why? And I would create a blurb and I would put it in a PDF or a Word document that would say very, very sad as the header. And underneath I would put like lemon myrtle, joy, bergamot, and explain that vitamin super D, and is that what it's called? And put a little explanation next to each. And now it's been over a year and a half. I have a 76-page document for Young Living Wellness Plans with every need anyone has ever brought to me ever, and recommendations for all of them. And I recommend that you do this by hand. This was so fun for me because it got me to research things. It taught me so much about the products that we're actually selling and why they actually work and how the plants work with your body. It made me so enamored with nature. So now I can pull all of this information like off the top of my head. And also it makes it easier and more streamlined for me because as someone asks for more wellness plans in the future, I can just Control F, very, very sad, and copy and paste what I would recommend for them. But now you might be asking, okay, but how do you find people that are interested in buying oils from you, Suzy? Now, I will caveat this. I have a large Instagram following. When I started this, it was significantly less. So I'm going to address both social media and in person. The social media is where I enroll most of my customers. My methodology in attracting prospects is how can I make it as easy for them as possible? How can I take as much of the legwork off of them and put it on me as possible? So instead of posting Young Living content, reels about Ningxia, stories about the oils that I'm using, and like crossing my fingers that someone's gonna DM me about essential oils, or instead of like hounding and stalking people's stories for someone to say the word stress and then messaging them and being like, hey, I have something for stress, I put on my stories often. I'll talk about Ningxia. I will talk about my daily oil protocol. I will talk about wellness plans. And I will put a poll. And I will say, do you want a wellness plan? Do you want more information on Ningxia? And they can say yes, or I already have Ningxia. I already love my wellness plan. And all people have to do is press yes, I want more information, and they just sit back and wait. And that's my turn to scroll through everybody that clicked yes and be like, I'm going to DM this person. I'm going to lead the conversation. I'm going to make it easy for them. They don't have to go out of their way, because a lot of people are still in this mentality that they are burdensome on us. So I want to eliminate that as much as possible. I want to make this approachable. So I reach out and start a conversation, and all they had to do was click a button. People love clicking buttons. But that's not everyone. That's just one of the ways I do it on social media, but I just wanted to emphasize the fact that how can we make it easier, and how can we make people feel like they're not doing the work? However, not everyone's enrolling on social media. Love that. Dope. Those personal in real life connections, amazing. There are so many easy, non-stressful ways to bring Young Living up in natural conversation and have people continue to ask you about it or make them prospects. And it doesn't always have to be hosting an event, which can be really stressful and scary for people. It doesn't always have to be hosting a class online, which can be really stressful and scary for people. I have a ton of recommendations that I'm going to read off to you right now for how you can implement Young Living into your daily life with people and events that you're already a part of, that will be a breeding ground for generating prospects and starting conversations. Do you have a family gathering you're going to? We have the holidays coming up. Who's doing a Friendsgiving? Mine's already planned. Do you have a family gathering? Offer to bring Ningxia mocktails for everyone. People will fall in love. They'll be like, what is this red? I don't know if I can curse. What is this red stuff? Wonderful conversation starter. Everyone, like, okay, both of Hawthorne's birthdays that I've had, Ningxia mocktails. Taco Tuesday, Ningxia margaritas. Going to someone's house for a 4th of July party, I've got the red themed thing, Ningxia mocktails. And everybody loves Ningxia. And it's a great way to be like, yeah, this is actually super healthy for you. Feed it to your kids, feed it to your babies. They're going to love it. You want more where that came from? Shoot me a text message. Always have oils on you. Put them on yourself in public. Someone will ask you, why do you smell so good? Oh, this happened to me at a coffee shop. They're like, why do you smell so good? I said, oh, could it be these 2 oils? Here, give me your wrist. 1 drop of each. Enjoy. I actually did give them my phone number. They didn't follow up, but it's about getting out of your comfort zone. At work, everyone's about to go into a stressful meeting. Stress away on everyone. When I was a teacher, I had Valor. I had a Valor roller. It was Valor and Citrus Fresh. Anytime a student felt nervous about a test that we were having, a test they were having in another period, I brought it to their graduation. And I said, who needs essential oils? And they just throw their wrists out and ask for it. And they asked me to make them rollers, and I did for my favorite students. Are you allowed to have diffusers in the office? Diffuse it up. Are you having people over? Diffuse it up. Everywhere. Anything that you can do to get people to ask questions. If you're going out on a night out, keep essential zymes and orange oil in your purse, or whatever your hangover remedy is. You have a friend who has a kid that's sick, make a get well bag with both Young Living and non-Young Living items to boost their immunity and lessen their symptoms. I did this with my boss before I quit my job, and I gave her an apple cider vinegar tonic. I gave her Ningxia. I think I gave her like a roller blend for congestion. I gave her a whole bunch of different things. And she bought Ningxia. She was like, what is this red stuff? She bought Ningxia immediately. You're going to an event where you need to make gifts, like a first day of school gift for a teacher, a holiday gift for a teacher, a new neighbor comes into the neighborhood, you want to make a gift. So easy. A thieves spray bottle and like, I don't know, a bottle of purification or a sample of stress away that they can add in to make it smell a little bit different. I'm your woo-woo bestie. I'm super spiritual. So when I have new neighbors, I give them simmer pot jars, and in mason jars, I'll put like rosemary, orange slices, apple slices, cinnamon sticks, and then I'll tie around it a bottle of Christmas spirit. So there are a myriad of ways that you can bring Young Living into your day-to-day conversations and events and commitments and start conversations and find prospects that way as well. If social media is not how you are finding prospects and is not where you feel comfortable, because that's totally fine. We all have different gifts. Though obviously I recommend, if you are an in-person type of babe, have a card on you, make it on Canva, handwrite it for all I care. It's cute. It adds personality. Put your name, put your number, and say, yo, hit me up. I will give you the link to how to get Ningxia, and I'll walk you through it. Or if you're a little bit more fancy, make a little business card, put a QR code that has your link to Young Living, and direct them to how to choose an appropriate wish list or item, or whatever the case may call for. My next step in curating the customer experience is celebrate everyone's no's. Now, I'm not sure what the vibe is in this group, but this might be a hot take. I do not subscribe to the belief that no just means not right now. That's icky to me. You might love it. I don't love it. That girl that pulled me into her MLM really was like, no is just not right now. And she just would not stop bothering me. And I was completely turned off by her business and MLMs for years because of it. I think it's icky. I think when someone says no to you, I'm not interested, or they seem apprehensive, I think continuing to try to get their business is desperate energy. I think it's crossing a boundary. I don't think it's cool. You should never have to convince someone. Now, there are caveats to this, so hold on. You should never have to convince someone to buy a product from you. And that's coming from my woo-woo side. Just from the energetics of it, if you are convincing someone, or you're so desperate to get a new customer that you are continuously following up with somebody that doesn't seem interested and is clearly not interested, that's a low vibrational energy that you're putting into a customer that is either not going to buy or might reluctantly buy and is not going to be a sustainable customer just because of that energy. I tell all of my brand partners, no desperate energy. Things will fall as they may. Be respectful. Now, if there's a person that says they're not interested, but they keep following you, they're going to see your Young Living content. Granted, if you are posting Young Living content, if you are making it clear that you are the Young Living person, if you are continuously showing up on your stories talking about what you're doing, what products you use today, if you are continuously making posts about Young Living, if you are continuously making reels about your Ningxia reset, not overdoing it, but making it clear, and they're still following you, you don't need to keep talking to them about Young Living if they've said no, but they're going to see. And when the day comes that they need some help with their baby that's not sleeping, or they need some help with their immunity, or they need some help because they can just not get on top of their sleep and they are slugging through the day, they're going to know exactly who to reach out to, and that's you. Now, on the other hand, there might be someone that doesn't say no, but says, I just can't afford it right now. Every time someone says this to me, I always say the same thing. We love a fiscally responsible babe. And I leave it at that. I say, you know what? You need to deal with your finances first. And this isn't in the cards for you. This isn't in the budget. I love that for you. Say no. Maybe in the future, we'll revisit this. Next time there's a sale, I'm going to let you know about it. Maybe you want to save up for a couple of months and we can curate a list of products that are going to be like heavy hitters for your needs that are going to fit into that budget. Yes, all good behaviors. But in the past, I've had people tell me also, like, my budget's about $30. And I've said no to them. I've been like, you know what? If you're only spending $30, I love that for you, but you're going to get a better bang for your buck if you wait and save up for a little bit so that you can get the 24% off discount. And if you can save up enough to make a 100 PV order, you can also get a free oil and you can also get shipping paid for by me. So I am more than happy to recommend an oil for you that's in that $30 limit. But if you're wanting to really implement these oils into your life, I want to make sure you're getting the biggest bang for your buck. And that's my concern. And again, as I said before, these people will also come back around once they've saved. Someone just did this to me. I was like shocked. I hadn't talked to her in months. So they'll come back around when they've saved if they're really interested because they trust you. Because when they told you they couldn't afford it, they weren't met with, but yes, you can, because you buy X, Y, and Z at the store. That's the same thing. You're just swapping, or you just like, what else in your budget can you, is superfluous? What else can you eliminate to make sure that you're prioritizing your health and wellness? They know from that past experience that your priority is them. Your priority is their wellness, and your priority is their financial well-being. And so they'll come back and they'll be a loyal customer because they know that you're looking out for their best interests. Now, once we have talked about finding prospects, how to like close the deal, make it valuable, give them that value beforehand, before they make the commitment by making them wellness plans, and celebrating their no's if that's the answer they're going to give you. Follow up with your prospects regularly. In the beginning, for every person that I made a wellness plan for, I had a Google sheet where I had their name, their Instagram handle, if that's where I found them, or their phone number. I had their email, and I had their needs. What did they want a wellness plan for? And then I had a contact list. So date, what did we talk about? And every 48 hours, I would touch base with them. I wanted to be present in their lives. I wanted them to recognize my face. Now, I didn't do this in an annoying way. I have a 3-to-1 ratio rule, and that is we're going to have 3 normal, non-Young Living points of contact or conversations to every 1 Young Living conversation. This makes it clear that like nobody wants the person in their DMs. It's just like, when are you going to buy my skincare product? My skincare product that you want just went on sale. Just so you know, the skincare product that you want, it's now coming with a freebie. Like nobody wants that. That's just like trash mail. We're building relationships because relationships result in sustainable businesses and loyal customers. So, for example, we have a prospect. We're doing this 3-to-1 follow-up rule. Maybe one day you DM them or text them asking about something relevant to a previous conversation that you had. Ask them about their job interview. Ask them about their kid's doctor's appointment. 2 days later, maybe you respond to a story that they post, something that's funny. Something that like maybe they're at the park and you're like, oh my God, I've been there too. What was your kid's favorite attraction? Or maybe they're at a museum. What was your favorite exhibit? I don't know what your friends are into. 2 days after that, send them a funny meme that you found that's relevant to them or relevant to something that they do. This made me think of you. Haha, hope you're doing well. And then 2 days after that, we bring in Young Living. And it's not when are you going to buy? It's reintroducing why we're here in the first place. Hey, I was just using Valor because I'm walking into this really stressful situation, and I thought of you because I know that I recommended it for you. Can I send you a roller with this in it until you're able to get a bottle for yourself? Or when are we going to, this reminded me, I sent you your wellness plan. When are we going to become essential oils besties and do the damn thing together? Constantly following up with prospects that are interested is prime. It lets them know that you care about them. But when you're looking for prospects and when you're following up with prospects and when you're making wellness plans, do not forget about your current customers. As you begin to grow, it can be very easy to continuously pursue the next new customer and then forget about the ones that you already have who are or maybe not buying regularly. Do not let those current customers fall to the side. Keep a list of all of your current customers' needs in a spreadsheet. Every so often, tag them in posts in whatever education group you're a part of regarding products that they might like based on their needs. Make it a point to touch base with them weekly or every 2 weeks, depending on how large your personally enrolled is, asking them about something that's going on in their life. We're friends. I'm connecting you with products that I love, but I also care about you. Ask what they're loving. Ask what oil they have that they haven't opened yet and how you can show them how to use it. Help them curate their next loyalty order. Pay extra special attention to the first 4 months that you have a customer. It takes 4 months of hand holding and continuous check-ins and tagging in educational posts and checking in for in their young living journey for them to feel comfortable and confident. It takes 4 months of trying different products to really fall in love with the products. 4 months to learn how to navigate the website, learn how to navigate loyalty orders, learn how to navigate their education group. And it takes 4 months of relationship building for them to be like, oh, I feel close enough with Suzy that I can just text her or shoot her a DM asking her how I use this product or what she recommends for this. And then finally, my last piece of advice, my last point in curating your customer experience is showing them that you care, which we've been doing this whole time, is showing them that we care, and we do care. We're just showing them in tangible ways. But going that extra mile really makes an extra special difference. So all of the things that I mentioned above focus on relationship and showing that you're here to help and build relationships and education about something that you love. But doing things throughout the year just for fun, just to show your appreciation, to show that you care, go a long way. Include them in your list of people who you're sending a holiday card to. Write a handwritten note at the change of seasons, thanking them for sharing their wellness journey with you, and include like a card that has diffuser blends and roller blends and recipes and Ningxia mocktail recipes for the season. Offer a small gift or money back to those in your community who make a 100 PV order on loyalty rewards, or do a giveaway, or make it a 250 PV order on loyalty rewards. Whatever works for you. Just going out of your way to show them that you care and that you're still thinking about them. Those handwritten notes especially are so special and so valued by people. Your current customer base is the most important because they're the ones who are already using and loving the products most of the time. And they're going to be the spokesperson based on how you nurture them for your business in their own circles of friends. And that's how you ultimately grow your business. They're the ones that will be contributing to your residual income, which again, money is not our primary goal in this business. If you are in this business to make money, you are either not going to make money or the money that you make is going to be short-lived. We are in this business because we are passionate about these products and we are passionate about the mission of this company and we are passionate about helping people. Money is just the bonus. But it is a bonus. So these current customers and this customer base is going to be contributing to your residual income. They're your loyal customer base. Take care of them. That is all I have to say. I probably should have told you at the beginning, like what qualifies me to talk about this. I've only been doing this for a year and a half. I'm a silver, and I have a really dope butt team under me that I've been able to build, and I love these products, and I'm friends with Melissa, and Melissa was like, Suzy, come and talk to us about stuff, and I was like, okay. So with that being said, there are only a few of you on here right now. I'm gonna see if there are any questions. Oh, it's all my babes. So with that being said, I hope you found some value in this, some takeaway with how you're going to navigate your business moving forward, how you are going to change up treating your customers. It is never too late. If you realize during this talk, like, oh my gosh, I have been paying no attention to my current customer base, and I've only been putting all of my attention into finding new prospects and converting those prospects, it's not too late to take a week or a day or however much time you need to go back into your current customer base and say, hey, was thinking of you. How can I help? What was the last thing you ordered? Did you try this with your diffuser blend? So good. Oh, also, hey, we're headed into 6 season. Let me give you my trio of supplements to add into your Ningxia that are just going to kick your cold in the butt, whatever it is. It's never too late. Write those letters, give people value up front, make people feel special, take the burden and the load off of them, make it easy for them to start a conversation with you about Young Living. And if you ever have any questions for me, you can find me on Instagram at woowoo, WOOWOO, bestie _Suzy, SUZY. And I'm so hyped to talk to you about business stuff, be cross-line friends, and share what's working well in our business, because I always have things to learn as well. I hope you guys have the best day ever. Thank you for watching this if you have, and happy Tuesday. Taco Tuesday! Ah! Okay, bye.